Hi, it's Monday here again. Welcome to my channel, Live Lifestyle,
where I share with you how to live your best life here on earth with eternity in view. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell button to get updates whenever I post new videos. And if you've already subscribed to my channel, thank you for your support, thank you for your comments and your likes. I really appreciate them. Okay, today on this channel I'll discuss something very important and something you all know about and probably most of you are already doing, and that is DIY. You want to find out more? Keep watching. So let's get into the business of the day. What is DIY? Literally, DIY, the acronym DIY means do it yourself. Okay, so most of us know about DIY. Most of us have heard about DIYs. Most of us do a lot of things ourselves. So, what are the things you DIY? And what are the things you shouldn't DIY? Why should you DIY? Why should you not DIY? What do you consider when doing it yourself? Let me know in the comment section below. So first of all, I will say DIY means doing things yourself with little or no assistance from experts or professionals. Okay, so now what are the things we could do ourselves? For me, DIYs is all about art and crafts with my kids, trying new recipes, doing an electrical repairs without having to call an electrician, building decorations and painting my wall with a lot of arts and crafts. DIY to me is also making simple things we can use for our day-to-day life without having to spend so much on them. DIY is using the resources I have, cutting down costs, and also taking notes of my time. So that leads me to the next thing. What do you consider when doing it yourself? Or before you decide to engage in a DIY project? Because the first thing I think I'll consider is my time. Yeah, that is the most important thing. When I calculate the time of doing it myself, is it going to be worth it? And could that time be spent on something else more productive? So you consider if your time spent on a DIY project is more productive than doing something else. I would say do a project with your leisure time. Yeah, we have a lot of things to do. Sometimes it seems like 24 hours is not enough. Before going on a DIY project, think about your 24 hours. So what you can do to help you on a DIY project, considering your time, is starting your day, planning your time. So what are the things? List out the activities you want to do for the day, the productive ones, and ensure you add your leisure time. What do you do in your leisures? So leisure time for me is at the times you can use to engage in a DIY project. And a DIY project, remember, it's doing it yourself with little or no assistance from experts or professional. It doesn't mean it's going to take less time. It doesn't mean it's going to be so simple and you can just do it in a twinkle of an eye. No, it could be a project that will take you really long time. So here are the questions you should ask yourself as regards to timing in doing a DIY project. Question number one, how much time will it take you? Do you have such amount of time? And question number three, what is the opportunity cost? What are you giving up that time for the project, the DIY project you're doing? Is it worth giving up? Ask yourself those three questions before embarking on a DIY project. So if you have the time to spare for doing a project yourself, I would say do it yourself, because the next thing to consider is the cost. Cost of getting the supplies to do your project yourself. Will it cost you more to get the supplies, or will it cost you less to just get it ready-made rather than doing it yourself? Take note of those things. Draw your lists, like the list of supplies you need, the cost of each, compare it with the cost of the ready-made one that you can easily buy at the shop or contract it out. From a place like Nigeria, if you're in Nigeria, you know, so you can contract a lot of things out with less cost than where I am now, UK. Like, yeah, I will consider my costs. I'll consider the cost of doing it myself here than literally going contract that depending on what I am doing. So is the cost of doing it yourself reasonable enough for you compared to buying that ready-made products? Okay, so the next thing you also consider is your desire for doing it. Is it something you love to do? Okay, for me, doing things myself starts as like a flair I have for something. I love how it's made and I just want to get into it. So the desire I have for that particular project wants to make me do it myself rather than contracting it out. Is this something you want to do? Is this something you desire to do? Because it's not always simple. Okay, doing it something yourself for the first time, learning it will take you more time because you are just doing it for the first time and you're practicing it and you might not get it right the first time. You want to try again. If you don't have the desire, the flair for it, you would get frustrated along the way and you might want to give up. Think about it. Is it something you really want to do? Is it something you really want to spend your time to do? It's up to you. So let me know in the comment section, what do you consider before embarking on the DIY project? Why do you think DIY is important? People tend to want to save costs for things and DIY is becoming the order of the day. A lot of DIYs are online. People are so interested in DIYs. For me, one of the importance of DIY is that it brings out the creativity in me. So why do you think DIY is important? Why do you think you should do it yourself? Please leave a comment below in the comment section. Let me know your opinion and your views about DIY. So one reason I think DIY is important is that it helps the planet through recycling and upcycling. There are things you use, for example, I've seen people make a lot of things out of used bottles. One particular item that you could also dispose of can be useful in another way. So a lot of people have made projects out of DIYs. Another reason I think DIY is important is that it saves you costs and it brings out the creativity in you. It creates fun around the home and it makes you unique. Doing things yourself could also, in the long run, be a source of income. Like the Bible says, the gift of the man makes way for him. So in the world system today, skills, the things you can do, really could put food on your table. Many people are going into things they can do. So DIY could start as something you love to do, as a hobby, to something that earns you an income. Many skills today started with doing it yourself. I think DIY is important. It's something we should try to do always, and when we have the time, if we have the time, and it's something that creates fun in the family. It's something that is creative and makes you unique. Okay, so look out for DIYs on my channel. I'll try as much as possible to keep them simple. If you enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't.